Is Kelly a horse girl?
She's never had a horse, but she's always liked them.
Okay.
And so like she's a poor horse girl where she's just had to admire from afar. Like sometimes I think that, have you ever seen hobby horsing?
Yes.
You know, that like, so they've got a horse head like on a broomstick and then girls like run around.
I'm doing my best to hold my opinion on that one.
Yeah. It's special, but I sometimes think that she would have done that if she was 10 and that was around. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She would have loved that because we got to wear like sparkly cowboy boots and like, you know, dress up like a little cowgirl and like run around and stuff. And she's 90% of the things that she enjoys doing, I think, are because there's a cute outfit involved. That's kind of how she determines what she wants to do. Like concerts, loves to go to a concert because she wants to get cute, you know? But if there's no outfits involved, she's at home doing a puzzle. You know what I mean?
You know what? That might be a good working theory.
I'm
thinking about my wife and what we like to do.
Yeah. Yeah. You should say there's the things she has to do. So she'll leave the house and she'll have a Magellan shirt and a hat on, you know? And then there's the things she wants to do, which is like concerts and stuff like that. And it's how cute do I get to be for this? And I think that's how she makes her decisions on what she wants to do.
Reasonable.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's worse ways to live your life, you know?
Back to the hobby horse thing. Have you seen the dude who does hobby motocross?
Yes. That's so funny.
And it's very clearly a joke, but he's in the comment section to every person going, come on. Like every hater in the comment, he's like, it's a real sport.
It's a real sport, man. It takes real athletic ability. I will say to the hobby horse community,
you guys are more flexible than I am.
Yeah, you guys are like, they're clearing some hurdles.
Yeah, I'm seeing those and I'm just like, oh, that's my hip popped out. Like,
as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then I watched a girl jump over like a 4-foot barrel or whatever, and I was like, whoa, all right, go Susie.
Yeah, you know
Susie
what?
got ups.
Gymnastics light. All right.
Okay. All right. With a fake horse. You know, you're right. It was like, go for it. I guess it's no different. I respect hobby horsing more than I respect people who play Quidditch. I'll put that out there. Yeah. Because I'm like, at least their thing is kind of real.
Yeah.
You know? Like horses do exist.
Yeah. My thing with adults that play Quidditch is my same thing with adults that tell you what house they're in. Harry Potter's for children. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a Potterhead, which is weird because outside yesterday they had a butterbeer stand set up. Yeah. I was just walking by and it was like a little, where am I going with this? I sent it to my wife because I was like, hey, is this the Harry Potter thing? Yeah.
Oh, whoa. That's cool.
I don't even know what it is. I don't know what butterbeer is. I don't know.
It's like a butterscotch soda, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can get that at Fitz's.
Oh, neat.
Have you ever been to Fitz's, the root beer factory? Oh,
we've got the South County location 5 minutes from our house.
Sick.
And we've been there one time. When we go to the one in U City.
I love it.
It's so good.
I went there with my son, and he got, of course, a giant root beer float with like a cookie sticking out of it and like 4 scoops of ice cream and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that does look pretty good.
You take a look at it and you're like, that looks amazing. Also, diabetes.
Also, top-notch wings.
Oh yeah.
Fitz's, I don't know what you're doing back there in the wing department, but well done.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well done. One that is also really good. I mean, Chris will probably tell you about it because he goes there all the time. Cyberg's.
Oh, yeah.
It's mostly in their sauce, I think.
Yeah. I've been there plenty of times. That was a big thing. Chris and Jim, they love a good Cyberg's trip. Yeah. Little girl dinner to Cyberg's, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's the best thing you've watched recently?
Obviously the new season of Invincible. We could probably talk for 3 hours about the new season of Invincible. But aside from Invincible, Prime had they released one of MGM Plus's shows because MGM's trying to get new customers. Mm-hmm. And they've got 3 things on there that I want to watch. If I could afford it, I'd be getting it. One of them's called From.
Okay.
It's got the dude who played Michael in Lost. I don't know if you ever watched Lost. But he's like the sheriff of this town where people just kind of get sucked into a time warp and they can't get out. And there's these monsters that come out at night and try to kill them.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'd watch that.
Yeah. And the first season ends with them starting to unravel the mysteries of the town. And it leaves you on a really good cliffhanger where you're like, I need to know more.
I need MGM Plus. Yeah.
I need MGM Plus now.
No, I've fallen asleep. I fall asleep to Amazon a lot of times, or Hulu or whatever. But a lot of times I've woken up and I think an episode of From was on, and I was like, what is this?
Well, that's a scary thing to wake up to, too.
Yeah. I don't really pay attention. It's just to have the background noise.
Yep.
Because if it gets too quiet, I get ringing in my ears really bad.
Yeah.
So, like, I have to have a fan on. I have to have, like, just something playing. And then
I've shot enough guns without hearing protection and stood next to enough sparky booms.
Sparky booms.
That's what I call fireworks.
Sparky booms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one too many sparky booms go off right next to you, and all of a sudden you need to sleep with a fan on. Like, there's one guy I watch for history stuff, and he said, I don't have tinnitus, I have 11itis.
That's funny. That's a good one. Yeah. My son came home from school and told me a joke the other day. He said, what was it? Oh, I don't know what HD is, but my doctor says I have 80 of them.
Bitches.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty good. I was like, that's funny. It made me laugh.
The one that I fall asleep to a lot is Band of Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
The music at the beginning of every episode is so soothing.
Yeah.
The content, when my wife wakes up, she's mad that she woke up in a war zone, but
Let her. My wife sleeps with like these like tiny little, they're not AirPods, but they're like those. They're like sleep headphones. They play white noise, and so she can't hear anything. So I can watch whatever I want. And
nice.
I do a lot of. I have to be interested in it to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because if you're not interested in it,
then you're just like, why am I watching this?
You're
My
like,
brain's
what am I
still on.
doing? But if it's something that you really are locked into, nothing relaxes you more. Mm-hmm.
It's so true. And the other thing too that helps is if it's a show you've seen before, where like you can close your eyes and you actually know what's going on just by like the words being said, which is why those like short run series like Band of Brothers or Chernobyl is another one, surprisingly, where like I don't have to have my eyes engaged. I can just listen to it, and then it's like listening to an audiobook.
Chernobyl was fantastic.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's so good. They've recently come out with a new Chernobyl.
The Lost tapes.
Yeah. There's a couple new Chernobyl things that have just dropped that fascinates me.
Yep.
I love Chernobyl. I love learning about that. I love learning about like a good documentary. Oh man, curling up with a good doc and then just like slowly just fading. Like, that's how I want to go out. That's my bleed out spot.
That's your bleed out spot.
10 out of 10 bleed out spot is on the couch with a good doc, Yeah.
When you said bleed out spot, all I thought was just like, you've taken like 5 rounds. You're sitting up against a tree and you're just like, all right, it's time to listen to Ken Burns one last time.
I take a couple rounds. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, let's learn about the Balkan War. Like that. Who were the Bolsheviks? Okay.
And then it's just the obituary headline for you. Eric Ressler died doing what he loved.
Yeah.
Learning.
Yeah. Learning about wars for countries that don't even exist anymore. Yes. So, well, it's funny that you brought up Invincible because all right, who's the best Invincible character? I knew you'd get into this because I'm so happy that you liked this show.
Oh, it's so good.
Because I love this show, and I've recommended it to several people, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not into it." And you were the one person that you were like, "This show is awesome."
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
I'm a big Kirkman guy. Like I have every copy of the Walking Dead comic books. And then I read a little bit of Preacher or Priest. I can't remember which one it is. I watched the show Preacher. I watched the television show Walking Dead until they got to Alexandria, and by that point there was like no similarity between the books and the shows anymore.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say that I stuck with Walking Dead so much longer than I should have.
Yeah, I ended up finishing it eventually because I was like, I've got time invested in it. I might as well. There's only 3 more seasons. Let's see where it goes.
Oh, and it's painful.
It's painful, dude.
It's painful.
It's so bad.
The Walking Dead is like COVID to me, where it's like in the beginning it was wild and everybody was about it, and now it's like the longer it goes and the more variants they come out with, you're like, oh, you guys are still doing this? That's weird.
You're still making this show that didn't need to be made.
Yeah, I would argue first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead are
perfect television.
Almost perfect, and then it should have just ended there.
They should have ended it after they defeated the governor.
Sure.
Like the first time. Okay. They should have ended it after the governor got exiled after the first one, and that would have been a perfect show.
Yeah. And it just kept going.
Fucking dragging.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Invincible just keeps getting better, and we're on the end of season 4 now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for season 5 to come out. It sucks that it's like they're only 8 episodes a season?
8 episode seasons. They keep it tight. They leave one cliffhanger every season. They don't even leave like a bunch of things going on.
Just one little like, well, here's what could happen, you know, and you're like, oh, okay. But I will go back and rewatch old seasons of it, and it still holds up. I just, I don't know. I don't know how I could pick a best character, because it's like
I've definitely got favorites, but even then it's plural.
Yeah. I mean, the voice acting alone, I think I almost have to go with Omni-Man, just because J.K. Simmons
is so good.
He's so good. He's so good.
Hey, Dad, how do you breathe in space? That's the neat part.
Yeah, that's the neat part. You don't. Yeah.
J.K. Simmons screaming, "Why did you make me do this?"
Yeah. Why did you make me do this? After 500 years, what will you have? And he's like, I'd have you, Dad. He's like, ah! Yeah. Oh, such a good show. Such a good.
Yeah. Like, I think my 3 favorites are Mark, his mom, Omni-Man, and I'll give Oliver a shout out. Oliver, he gets a dishonorable mention because Oliver just talks way too much shit for someone who gets their ass just mercilessly
handed to him,
beaten.
Non-stop. And it's like, come on.
Every time, like the second time he fought Conquest, you know, yelling at him that you're coming doesn't work. Why did you do it again?
Yeah, well, after the first time he fought him, he was like, I fought Conquest.
I helped you beat Conquest. No, you got didn't. Mark's way and made his job harder.
You literally got bounced off of the concrete. Yeah, like he saw you coming. You got one hit on him, and then the next hit, he made you look stupid like that. And you're like, I fought him. And like, no, no.
Okay, well, it was close to fighting him, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
You can't even handle the anime dragon in New York. Calm down.
Yeah. I don't know. That show's so great to me.
Yeah.
I loved Rexplode.
I loved how he went out.
Yeah.
You want to talk about
spoiler to anybody who hasn't seen it, but I mean
it's been around for a while. Yeah. Spoiler alerts.
Yeah. It's almost a year and a half ago that happened. So it's like, all right, get with it. But, oh man, so good. It's so good. Whatever. I don't know. People need to, I would watch the Invincible. To me, Invincible is Grey's Anatomy for men.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Where a lot of characters are going to die. A lot of things are going to happen. It's like, every time you think it's like, oh, this can't get any worse, boom, there's more drama, more worse, whatever. But just enough happiness that you're like, you stick with it, you know? Well,
and then on top of that, I think the thing that sets it apart from Grey's Anatomy is I don't have to suspend my disbelief at all for any of it because it's already happening in an impossible situation.
Yeah. I like that. I
love that.
It's easier for me to connect to a show where people can fly and shoot laser beams out of their eyes than it is to connect to some of these hospital dramas because it's so unrealistic. It's like, really, all of you are having sex in the on-call room. All of you. Yeah, it's like,
there's three.
Really?
There's 3 married surgeons and 1 OR while a guy's got a bomb in his stomach.
yeah,
Like,
really.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Scrubs was the only hospital show that I actually cared about because it was silly enough to be like, yeah, we're silly.
and
Like,
the craziest thing is Scrubs. If you ask any doctor, the most realistic medical show
I'm sure
on television.
I'm sure. I've always said it was the chances of if you were gonna like go to a fake hospital, right?
I want Scrubs.
Yeah, Sacred Heart Memorial Hospital is your best chance of survival.
Give me JD and Turk.
Yeah, if you wake up in Seattle at whatever the Grey's Anatomy hospital is,
or
I
like
can't
Chicago Med for ER.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You're going
There's
to die.
gonna be a murderer one day who's just killing patients because he got loose.
Right.
Like,
There's no surviving, right? But in at least in Scrubs, they had like a 95% success
Survival
rate.
rate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every now and then, and if you did die, it would be with like a great soundtrack in the background and a poignant meeting, you know?
There's like one episode. It was one of the last seasons of the show of Scrubs where there was a guy whose family didn't talk to him anymore and he was dying and nobody was coming to see him. And Turk and JD stayed with him at the end of it and learned about his life and like talked to him about like the meaning of life and like what he loved about it, his regrets. And they play it out to Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a man, but I cried.
Yeah.
Like, damn right I cried.
There's an episode where I think Brendan Fraser plays
Cox's brother-in-law.
Yeah. And the whole time they're like, Dr. Cox is like, they're talking to him like they're at his son's birthday party or whatever. And then at the very end of the episode, JD's like, where do you think we are right now?
And then
it zooms out and you're at his funeral. And it's like, oh.
And the entire episode before that one was just men at work playing overtime.
Yeah.
Like while they're going over their day-to-day routine in the hospital.
That's so funny. Overkill.
Yeah, Overkill, that's what it is.
Yeah. Such a great show. But yeah, Invincible slaps. I was so happy when they got rid of Amber.
Yeah.
Like, she drove me nuts.
She just didn't have Mark's back enough.
No. And the thing is, like, she was always mad, like, you're not spending enough time with me. And it's like,
lady.
He's a
superhero.
A giant humanoid cat came from outer space and broke my back. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean I haven't been spending enough time with you? I've been in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm recovering. My dad pushed me through a train, you know?
He pushed me through a train and then beat me into a mountain.
Yeah. My dad changed the topography of Earth with my head. All right? Sorry. And she's like, yeah, you're just not around enough for me. I hated that character. I'm so glad that they just like, it's done.
It's just like she went to college and that was like.
I hope there's no more lingering, like she keeps recurring, like coming back and a recurring character. Like, no, just.
What actually scares me is with the controversy around the Adam Eve situation.
Yeah.
I'm worried they write in that they break up and Amber comes back.
I don't think so. I don't think they're. Oh, well, I don't know. Crazier things have happened.
It's Hollywood. They make decisions all the time.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of marriage, speaking of relationships.
Oh, the one thing I remember from the last one.
Yeah. I put this one back in here because I remembered I was like, Joe had a really good answer, but it's too bad nobody's ever going to see it.
My brother gave me probably the best advice that I've ever received for marriage. Our parents have been through it and, you know, they're together. So we're good. Like, family's whole. But I don't go to my parents when I'm like struggling with things usually. I usually talk to my brother. He's like my anchor. And he told me when you're in a relationship, period, if you're serious about the relationship and the other person is serious about the relationship, you treat it like a team game. Everything you do is what's good for my team. And when you get married, that's not just a commitment to that person, right? That's a commitment to that person for the rest of your life. I'm going to do what is best for our team, and I'm going to work with you to do what is best for our team. So when we decided to have a kid, that was a decision we made together. Even like small purchases or like things I'm doing. Like this morning, I just asked her on Thursday. I was like, hey, do you care if I go fishing before I do the podcast with Eric? And she was like, yeah, if I can go to Barnes & Noble, that's fine. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I got the baby. She loves sleeping on my chest while I'm watching TV, so do your thing. And it's worked out pretty well. Every time we're having like minor issues, my wife and I have had one real fight in the 8 years we've been together, and we sorted it out very quickly. Like, it's just talk, communicate, and remember that you guys are on the same team.
Yeah.
When you have kids, the team changes a little bit, and for a while, you are going to be on a team against your baby.
There is something to that where when you have kids, my happiness and your happiness are no longer the most important thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, now we have to take care of this.
That first 3 months where they've got to wake up every 2 hours to eat, where they are constantly shitting. I called my daughter Scheissenteufel for her first 3 months of life. That is German for shit devil.
My wife used to get so mad at me because when my son was that age, the first 3-4 months when he wasn't sleeping through the night, I was still in the military, and I had to get up at like 4:30 every morning to make it to work by 5:30. And she used to get like, she would wake me up sometimes, and she'd be like, hey, he needs a bottle. And I'd be like, what? Yeah, what? And then I remember one time looking at her, and she was like kind of like bouncing and rocking him, and she was kind of crying. She's like, you're not even awake right now. And I was like, what? What's wrong? Like that. And then, but to her credit, she figured it out how she got a big cooler, and she could keep like pre-made bottles in the cooler next to the bed, and then had a bottle warmer right bedside. And so he'd wake up, and she could like do it with her eyes closed and then just feed him really quick. And that was the thing. She would let me sleep, and then during the day, like once I'd come home from work, then I pretty much had him nonstop till bedtime.
We did ours spaced out because she's a school teacher. So rather than taking paternity the moment she was born, I put mine off for 8 weeks. I put mine off for 8 weeks so that my wife could have a proper maternity leave. And then I stretched mine out basically to the end of her school year, so we didn't have to find daycare until the fall.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so during that time while she was on maternity leave, I slept in the basement on nights I was working, and then I was on baby duty all weekend. And then we switched that over where when I took over, she got to sleep all night, and then she had baby duty on the weekends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's teamwork making the dream work, baby.
Just thinking about kids, I just realized my son is in like the gifted program at his school. Yeah. And well, here's the thing, like he goes to a Catholic school, but the Catholic school doesn't have a gifted program, only the public school, but they still let him go
for the...
Yeah. So on Mondays, I pick him up from school at like 11, and then I drop him off at 11, like 40-ish or whatever. And then he goes and does that until the end of the day. And he's got 2 left. And then once this school year ends, that's it, because it only goes to 4th grade for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. Cause they just cut all the funding, which is, whatever. Well, yeah, exactly. It makes me, but it just clicked in my head while you were talking about that. I'm like, oh, I've only got 2 left. And I've really started to like enjoy Mondays. Cause like I'll pick him up, and then sometimes we go and get like a cup of coffee, or I'll swing through McDonald's and get him lunch or whatever, and then drop him off at school and stuff. And it's like, oh dude, we only get 2 more of these.
And that's time with your mini me, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Ruby started walking finally.
That's crazy.
She's the walkingest baby I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But like today, when I got back from fishing, she was just like walking in between the couch and me on the ground against the wall, and just going nuts, like almost running, just like dada, mama, somewhere in the middle trying to find the dog, and the dog still not sure about having a tiny human in the house. He's getting better.
He's like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah,
This
he's
one's
like-
wild.
He's like, this is my personal space. I would like you out of it, please.
This one makes smells and noises. I don't understand this one.
And if I get too close to her, she yells at me, but she's not mad.
Yeah. That's I miss those days. We've been talking so much about it lately. Like, do we want to have another baby? Do we want to do it again? And it's like starting all over sounds exhausting, but also I miss so much, comedy takes so much. I'm gone. I miss so many things that I'm just like, I can't do that again. I can't.
Yeah,
it was so hard in the beginning to just leave every night and just, I would leave and come back and leave and come back.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking like a 3-hour round trip if you hit no traffic.
Yeah, well, it's an hour 45 from my house to the Funny Bone. Or no, from my house to the Funny Bone, it's an hour like 57 because it's a little bit further west. But downtown is an hour 45. So from here to my house, an hour 45. Out there is an hour, almost 2 hours. And yeah, that's if I hit no traffic, if I don't have to stop for gas, whatever, there's no crazy weather and stuff like that. And it was so hard to do that. And then I was talking about this last night with Jim, actually. Like, after I quit my job, there were days where like I would stay home to be with my son, and I'd been up, you get in at midnight or later, and then I would wake up at 5 to go work out with my dad in the morning, and then I'd be home with my son all day. And it was just like, I just remember being so tired. And of course, he's at that age where he was walking everywhere. And he's going everywhere. I fell asleep one day, just not even really meaning to, but just passed out. And he found the litter box.
Oh no.
And just started like
throwing it.
Yeah, just having a party. Just going wild. And I remember waking up because the smell woke me up.
Oh.
I was like, oh, it smells like poop in here. What? Oh, what? And then I looked, and just gravel, tiny litter everywhere.
Gravel
and I was like,
cat turds.
No, like that. And he's just standing there, and his hands are covered in gray dust. And I was like, no.
No, don't put that in your mouth.
No. Yeah, that's one of those panics. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the one for me. I've fallen asleep watching her twice.
Mm.
And my trick is when I know I'm exhausted, I go down to the floor and I just block off all the dangerous shit with my body because at the time, she couldn't crawl over me.
Mm-hmm.
And now if I fall asleep on the ground, I've got an alarm system because she will just try to crawl over me.
Yeah. It's so hard. Those are the things, like, I remember in the moment being like, oh, I'm so tired. I just wish I could go to sleep. Oh, all I want to do is go to sleep. All I want to do. And now he's older, and it's like, all I want to do is play Paw Patrol. All I want to do is like, hey, do you want to do something?
Yeah. Do you want to go to the zoo, buddy?
We've been starting to throw a football back and forth, playing catch and stuff. This is the best.
Oh, dude.
There's nothing better. I get so upset when I'm home and it's like rainy.
Yeah, because you just want to go do stuff.
I was like, I just want to go throw the football. I was like, it's not raining that hard.
Is he big enough for Nerf guns yet?
Yeah, he's got quite an arsenal. He's got a pretty decent arsenal. We the problem is we have cats and we also have a dog, and the dog freaks out when we pull out the Nerf guns because he thinks it's like fetch. So he goes and gets
the ball launcher too.
Yes,
right?
yes. So that's on us because we taught him, hey, this spring-loaded contraption means playtime. So yeah, he will tear them up, and then the cats like to steal all the darts, and like every now and then we'll pick up the couch and there'll be like 500 Nerf darts under there, because they just like they like hoard stuff. I don't know if you're a cat person or not, but
I had a cat growing up. I'm not anti-cat. My wife's just allergic.
Yeah, I'm also allergic, but my wife doesn't care. So it's when I've met her, she had a cat and a daughter, and neither one of those was negotiable. So
Reasonable.
yeah. So and now we have so many cats, way too many. And every time I come home, I'm like, I can't breathe and I can't see and my eyes hurt. And she's like, well, she gets mad at me because she's like, you need to take an allergy pill at the same time every day for it to work. And I'm like, but I don't have allergies every day. I only have it here. Like, I only want to take the allergy pill when I'm here. I don't want to take it every day. I don't know. That's ridiculous. But I think the honestly best marriage advice is go to bed angry. Yeah. Like if you have a fight and it's late at night and you both got to work in the morning, there's no reason to stay up till 2 a.m. trying to figure it out because you're going to be angry and you're going to be tired. And then the next day you're going to be grumpy and you're going to have a bad day. Separate, go to bed. When you wake up the next morning, you're not going to be as angry anymore. You're not going to say things that you regret. You're not going to have that and you're going to feel bad. You're going to wake up and be like, oh, that sucked. And you just and then you very quickly can just be like, hey, I'm sorry we were fight. I don't want to fight with you. I was upset because of this. And then she's like, well, I was upset because of this. And you go, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Can we move? Are we good? Can we move past it? And it works.
Yep.
And it works. But I remember when I was getting married, everybody was like, never go to bed angry. Never go to bed angry ever. And I'm like, I don't think that's I don't think that's a good advice.
Well, and that's like I said, my wife and I have only had 2 real fights in our entire marriage. It's because when something's pissing us off, we immediately get distance. Julie will just look at me and she'll just go, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then
distance.
And then, give it 2 hours and come back and be like, hey, can we talk?
Yeah.
Or, if it's at night, I'll just be like, hey, I do want to solve this. I don't have the bandwidth for it right now. Can we shelve it until the morning when I can clear my thoughts?
You and Bree are the only 2 people I know that say say bandwidth. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I've never heard it before. The first couple of times she said it to me, she's like, I don't have the bandwidth for that. I was like, yes, of course. Yeah, obviously I know what that means. But if I didn't, what would it be?
I prefer that term to social battery.
I get it. Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that that's kind of interchangeable. I just took it as I don't have the patience to deal with this right now, or I don't have the, whatever.
It's just my processing power is spent, basically.
Okay. All right. And I'm not opposed to it. I do like social battery because I do feel so drained. I'm not a people person, really. I enjoy doing comedy. I like meeting people after shows, but then once the show's over, I want to be alone. I've used all of my personality to entertain you for 30 minutes, and now I want to go sit. I love sitting alone sometimes and just
sit down in my car when I get home from an open mic. And I've been home for 20 minutes, but I just have a history. I just have a history video or something on that I want to finish.
Yes.
Without any possibility of it being interrupted. And I just sit in my car like a creepy guy staking out my own house.
Yeah. There's so many times. This is such a husband thing, such a guy thing, I think, to pull up outside of your house and just sit there for a minute and just you just got to decompress before you go inside. It's so funny. It's almost that same feeling. This sounds bad, but it's kind of, sometimes you pull up at work and you're like, I might just call in sick. I'm already here, but
Every day?
Yeah. There are times where I get that feeling where it's I pull up to my house. I'm like, maybe I could call in sick. And then you get in and you realize oh no, this is so much better. Yeah, I like it here. But
as soon as I walk in the door and my kid sees me and just goes, Dada, I'm like, oh, okay. This is great.
But there are times I know that feeling 100% of getting there, and you just okay, this is me time. This is the only time I get where I'm not running around. Nobody's telling me anything to do. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and just
Yeah, and comedy is me time for sure, right? But it's like me and my friends' time. It's like the human interaction I get with
Yeah.
people I actually want to see,
It
and that's only to a degree. Like,
right.
because I also am not a people person in the sense that like too much time around people is not good for me. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of comics are like that.
Yeah.
Well, we're pretty antisocial, actually.
yeah, like we have like the people we like to be social with, but it's because we're all antisocial about the same shit.
Yeah. 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 I don't like big crowds. I don't like loud bars. I don't like, I do not like getting bumped into. Like, that's just a thing.
I don't like feeling like I'm gonna bump into a bunch of people when I try to go through a fucking place.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
that's the thing I actually don't enjoy about concerts because I love music and I love live shows, but holy shit, do I hate the pit.
Yes, yes. Oh, I hate the pit. My wife is a pit girl, and I've told her, I'm like, babe, I will go to any concert that you want me to go to, but I want a seat.
Yep.
I want a seat where
My
if I
favorite-
want to sit down, I can. I'm not going to the pit.
My favorite concert I've been to in the last 3 years, Avril Lavigne at Hollywood Amphitheater. We got lawn tickets and we got lawn chairs.
Oh,
Cheaper than getting seated tickets, bigger seats.
oh, that's so cup holders,
Yup.
the whole nine. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, dude, and comfy fucking chairs too.
yeah.
Oh my god, so much better than the actual seats at the amphitheater.
Uh,
And then on top of that, we were in the back. So when she hit the encore and it was two songs that we didn't really care about, she played Skater Boy before the encore, which, you know what? Professionalism. Thank you, Avril Lavigne.
she knows why you're there.
Yeah, she got done with Skater Boy. My wife and I were like, cool, we've got 15 minutes till this show is over. Let's fuck off and beat the traffic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife is she will be in the pit until security's like, ma'am, you gotta leave. Like, and then she wants to go hang out by the like the buses, just like, oh, they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out. We'll get autographs. And I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah, do your thing.
That's not my thing, but whatever.
Yeah, when I got very lucky. I married someone who at the time I didn't know it, but when it comes to that kind of thing, they're just like me. The only thing my wife really loves to do that I can't stand is the mall. I think the mall might be my least favorite place in the world.
Yeah, I'm not a big mall person, which is weird because one of my favorite jobs ever was at JCPenney in the mall in Cape. And it was a great job, but it's because I got to just walk around the entire store from department to department, and I would just collect hangers or like fold shirts that I saw that were, and I was mostly by myself, and then I would just go and talk like or flirt with whatever girl was working the register in whatever department.
It's a good high school job.
Yeah, it was a great high school job.
Yeah.
Great high school job.
And see, like mine, right? My mall job was I sold sunglasses.
Sick.
I learned how to lie to people and play
It
that.
looks
and,
good.
Yeah, those look great on you. One time a dude came in and he was with his girlfriend and they were going to Vegas for their first couples trip.
Oh, sick.
And she was looking at the Gucci sunglasses. Gucci sunglasses are the biggest pieces of shit we sold. They are $20 plastic sunglasses that people are dumb enough to spend $500 on. And she was putting them on. She goes, "Oh, baby, look at this." And he goes, "Oh, babe, you look so international right now." And without missing a beat, I was like, "Yeah, that's a very international look." And I was like, "Here, let me put on some Vegas music for you guys." And I literally just like took over the store music and put on like EDM music. And they walked around for like 20
Sandstorm.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I sold them 3 pairs of Gucci sunglasses. And in that moment, I was like, okay, I feel bad.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel bad like about stuff like that, and then sometimes you're like, nah.
No.
If you're dumb enough for this, then sure, I'll do it.
But yeah, so the reason I don't like the mall is I had my first panic attack that I realized was a panic attack at the mall on Black Friday the first year I was with my wife. She's like, "I go to Black Friday shopping every year. It's so fun. You're going to love it." And, you know, I talked a big game and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to love it." We're there for 15 minutes in Macy's and I'm just like getting bumped into by people and like I feel like I'm constantly in the way. And I just started getting gassy.
Yeah.
and I cut a fart that I knew was going to clear
Nice.
It's going to clear a lot of people out. And as soon as I did it, I just grabbed her by the arm and was like, we got to go right the fuck now.
We got to go now.
And she goes, what? And I was like, I just nuked this spot. And she took one breath and she just looked at me. She's like, what did you do?
Oh my gosh, what have you been eating?
And I was like, we gotta go right now.
It's so angry like that. It's just, I do enjoy that. I will rip a fart if I'm uncomfortable or like in a place where like I don't really want to be around people.
Yeah.
My favorite thing I got my wife really good the other day. We went to Mumford & Sons put out a new album, and that's like our band,
Yeah.
and we went to the listening party at Vintage Vinyl over there on Delmar.
Yep.
And she's standing there, and she's just standing there listening because they're just playing the whole album over the store speakers. And so most everybody was pretty quiet, and I just like walked up like next to her and just let one go. And I knew it was going to, like, how you could tell, like, it's going to be bad.
Yeah,
and then I just, like, she's next to me, and I looked just straight ahead and let it go. And then I just waited. And I just, all of a sudden, you see her just go, like, she just, like, shook. And then she was just staring at me. And she did, like, she kept doing, like, this because she didn't want to say anything because everybody else is trying to listen. But she does this thing where she presses her finger into her nose and her face will turn bright red, and she's just like, she just does that face all the time, like, and then she'll just like she's like physically spitting it out of her mouth, and I love
fart so thick you can taste it.
Yeah, I love that.
It's the most diabolical thing you can do as a man.
It's my favorite thing when you're riding in the car with your family and you just hit the window lock and you just let one go and just watch the chaos unfurl behind you, where everybody goes, oh gosh. You just nothing makes me giggle harder than that. A well-timed, see, that's the crazy thing about comedy is that farts are only funny if it's real.
Yep.
Have you ever watched a movie and there's like a fake fart?
Never funny.
Never funny. I can't stand it. And it actually makes me like people that like that less. Mm-hmm. Because there's so many movies that have like fake farts and people are like, oh, and they start giggling. And I'm like,
Yep.
Oh, you're dumb.
Yep.
Because farts are funny, but only if they're real.
But then you're out drinking with one of your buddies. He gets too shit-housed and shits his pants.
Yeah, that's also funny.
And that becomes one of the funniest stories of all time.
I was on a long road trip with a buddy one time, and he was like, dude, we've got to find a bathroom. We've got to find a bathroom right now. And so we pull into this like little like old diner, and I had to pee and he had to drop one, And so we go into the bathroom. Well, first of all, you have to buy something to use the bathroom anyway.
Naturally.
So it was like we both bought 2 bottles of water or whatever, just to get the bathroom tokens. And then we go in there, and it's just a toilet, no stall like around it, and then a urinal. So I was like, hey, we're just going to honor code.
Yeah,
you look at that wall. I'll look at this wall. And I go pee, and he's in there, and it's it's audibly bad. And he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. And I was like, just do your thing, man. Whatever. We're going to be adults about this.
Section.
We get out of the bathroom, and we're like, he's like, come on, let's go. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, all right, let's go. So we left, and we're walking out of the store or the diner. We're walking across the parking lot, and he goes, hey, is there any, hey, I just need you to do me a real solid. Is there any poop on the back of my shirt? And I was like, what? And he's like, is there poop on the back of my shirt? And I go, no. And he goes, good. But it's all over the front. And he had this like spot like this. And I was like, how did you get that? And he goes, I don't know. I don't know how I shit. He's like, I don't know how I shit the front of my shirt. And he just took it off and threw it in a trash can, and we just
reasonable.
left. Yeah. Which just sucked because it was a great shirt.